Big season for you, right? All right. We had 11 wins, 0 losses, 1 tie. I couldn't be happier with how we played this season. We had some tough games, but we always seemed to come out on top. I first want to thank the parent helpers, Amy, Alexa, Karen. I couldn't have done it without you. It helps me so much. It makes my job easier to know that I don't have to worry about backpacks. I don't have to worry about snacks. And the girls are great because they just show up, they sit on the sideline, and they wait for me to be there at games. So thank you so much for everything. I also want to thank my team managers, Reese Stevenson, I don't believe she's here tonight, and Aiden Bone. They're great. Anything I needed them to do, they did. If it was getting the soccer balls aired up before the games, making sure we had the pennies, making sure we had snacks before the games, I knew I could count on them. It's going to be difficult to see my 8th graders leave this year because I was a 7th grade teacher last year, and even the kids I didn't teach, like Taylor, Catherine Spamberg, Catherine Calariotis, Taylor Mallory, Anna, I didn't teach any of them last year, but as a 7th grade teacher, I would see them in the hallway, be able to stop and talk to them. This year I moved up to 8th grade. As an 8th grade teacher, I'm able to see them in the hallway, stop and talk to them. So I've had them been in contact with them more than any other athlete. So I've seen them progress throughout the year and mature. So that's going to be difficult. So I'm hoping that in high school you find success, and I'm hoping you continue to play soccer. And I'm hoping you'll come out and help me during tryouts next year if you have some time. I could use the help picking the team. Yeah, you're always welcome here at Carmel. And now I want to introduce everyone. So I'm going to start with the managers. Reese Stevenson, Aiden Bone, Campbell Burbank, Anna Houchin, Reese Johnston, Caroline Brown, Catherine Calariotis, Cindy Gordon, Alyssa Michelle, Alex Pavona, Taylor Mallory, Kendall Crump, Emma Shaw, Caroline Dwyer, Laura Dickens, Emma Gibson, Isabella Yeager, Catherine Spamberg, Maggie Magna, and Emily Little. It's very difficult to give out just a few awards when I know that so many athletes deserve it and so many athletes worked really hard this year. So if Sarah Catherine wants all the awards, you want all the awards, Sarah Catherine, up there in track? Come get all 4 of them. Take the trophies too, all 3 of them. What a year for girls sports, right? The first award goes to a student who wrote in a survey earlier this year. I never want anyone to feel left out, and that really stuck with me about the idea of pulling people into the fold, letting other people work with you, and just making people feel included. Being a defensive player, this is a defensive player. Being a defensive player is underrated at sometimes. It's one of the main things I look for in the year, who wants to play defense, who knows that they need to play defense because that's going to help us win the games. This player was key to our success this year, and they made the goals for the goalkeeper a lot easier. It was a lot easier to be a goalkeeper this year because it was a lot less stressful. So our Elite Defensive Player of the Year is Caroline Brown. This next player helps out with peer buddies. Caroline Brown does too. And she's just a genuine person who has matured a lot over the last year. I remember at the last practice, or one of the last practices, we were walking up from the fields, and every day last year she used to say, "Yay live, yay live." And she was like, "I don't know how you guys put up with me. I'm really sorry for my 7th grade year." But it was an immaturity that's like acceptable, you know? It's like 7th grade fun immaturity. But she's matured a lot this year, and she's become a really big leader and a positive influence on the team. She's also somebody that will call out other players if they're being a little, rude or salty. She'll call them out. And it's her friends, and she'll call them out in a good way. All right? So this is someone I can depend on to corral all the other girls and bring me Greek cookies to school sometimes. Hint, hint. She's the only player this year to fall head first in the mud. So the coach's choice goes to Captain Clariotis. All right, here is an obvious John Madden statement. Goals are how you win games. And because of this player, and because of our forwards, really, we never had to go into PKs after the first match this year. She also brought a lot of energy to the team and was a standout in tryouts. When she gets the ball and carries it up the field, you know something big's going to happen, and you know it's never going to go back. There's going to be a cross, there's going to be something that takes place, something that brings up the energy. So our MVP this year is Kendall Crump. And I always present the Cougar Pride last. I feel like that's encompasses MVP status on the field, but also overall, people know you at school and everybody has something positive to say about you. So this player represents the team well and Carmel well. All the teachers I've talked to have something positive to say about this student. She's always positive, she's always respectful, it's always, "Yes, sir," there's never any complaining. She listens, she's a great athlete, but she's also humble enough to learn. And I remember, I couldn't be more proud that in one game, she actually did a move that we were practicing in practice, a fake shot, where you go up, you fake the shot, you take another step, and you shoot it. And that's just how she is. She learns from her teachers, she learns from her coaches, and she just gets better and better. And I know she's going to have success in high school, on the field for sure. So our Cougar Pride Award, our most esteemed award, goes to Anna Houchin.
Okay, ladies, if y'all want to come right up here in front, if you will, right here. Just face them. All right, so we've already presented them their trophy that they won. They've got their championship t-shirts and all that. So we're now going to present them with their championship banner that we'll hang in the gym. Coach Cruz and the girls soccer team.
appreciate Mr. Cruz a lot with the girls team and how he supports us. So we got you gift.
All right, thank you, ladies. I will say though, they forgot about one loss that they had. Baseball team, right? Never had that in 1 year. We've had 3 banners that are being hung in the gym. So in the fall, we won the softball trophy. And then in the winter, we won the basketball undefeated.